Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So we talked about how to approach a woman in the previous video, and I just thought that if you approach a woman, you might not really know how to keep this conversation with a woman, because sometimes you approach a woman and she gives you the attention and then you get carried away, or then you lose her because you don't know how to hold a conversation with this woman. And a few women have complained that a lot of men do not know how to hold conversations. They just say hi and they want your phone number, and the next thing they want to smash. They don't know how to keep a conversation going to keep the girl interested. So today, let me tell you a few tricks that will help you keep a conversation. So when you're going on a date, when you approach a woman and you get her attention, these are the few things you can talk about that will help you keep the conversation going. Okay, so hey guys, this is Real Talk with IJ. Welcome back and welcome. If it's your first time here we talk about all things love, sex, and relationship as it concerns the men. I try to help your relationship in general healthy, okay, and help you avoid all of those girls that want to chop your money. All right, so let's go straight into the video of today on how to keep a conversation going with a girl. And the very first thing I'm going to tell you is you need to prepare a little. Yes, whether it's a girl you're just meeting spontaneously in the grocery, whether it's a girl that you're meeting in the gym, in church, on your street, anywhere, you need to get prepared a little. And if it's on a first date, very, very better. So you've had time to sit and think. But if it's spontaneous, you need to prepare a little, okay? You need to just prepare a little. There are a few things that you know that you should ask a girl when you're just meeting her. And like I said in my previous video on how to approach a girl, use the situation you guys are in and start up a conversation. So before you approach her, make sure you've thought in your head the kind of things you want to ask. Just like when you're going for a job interview, it's advisable that you have some questions you want to ask the HR about the company. So it's advisable that you get a little bit prepared for what you're going to do. So don't just rush into telling a girl hi and not knowing what you want to talk about. So make sure that you get prepared a little with a few questions that you want to ask her, because you don't want to just go there and you're looking at her like this and she's looking so amazing and you have nothing to say to her. You're going to make her uncomfortable, and she's going to know that you're not even prepared for what you're here for. You just wanted to come say hi. Now once you're prepared and you've started engaging with this girl, I need you to ask the right questions now. So let's say this is an official date, okay? Now, having been prepared to ask those simple questions if it's spontaneous, and now asking the right questions when you now officially have her attention and she's relaxed and comfortable with you, you need to ask the right questions, okay? Don't go and start asking her, how many rounds of sex can you go? How long of a dick do you want? Do you like oral? All those questions can come in when you guys are going a little bit more intimate, or you can just find out when you go directly into the action. But you need to learn how to ask the right question. The right questions that will bring value to you, and the right questions that will make you know the kind of value she's bringing to that relationship. Now, I know a lot of you like to ask a woman, what do you bring to the table? And like I said, that question always comes off kind of toxic, because sometimes a lot of you don't even mean it genuinely to know what she can offer. You guys mean to, intimidate her or let her know that women don't bring anything to the table and all of that. So I have a complete video on questions that you should ask every woman. I will put the link to that video at the very end of this video, so make sure you watch until the end to go check out that video. That video contains some important questions that you should ask women that will help you get to know them better, especially if you're going on a first date with them. You need to be prepared with this question, and especially if you take this girl seriously, you don't want to just smash, you want to take her seriously. Ask her those very important questions, then you get to know if she's really a woman of value, because I want you guys to date women of value. So make sure that you prepare yourself with those questions that I will be putting at the end of this video. Go check that video out, and it will help you have a lot of reasonable questions to ask this girl. Now, this third one is a kind of tricky, okay? I need you to tell her a little about yourself, but don't talk too much about yourself. Yes, I know women are complicated, but hear me out. Now, while you're trying to get to know this girl, make sure she knows something about you also. Make sure that as you're asking her questions, you're also trying to fill in the gap or talking about yourself. Now, why this is very important that you talk about yourself is because women like to find out similarities between them and the man that they are talking to. Women like to know that they have some similarities with the man they want to date. So maybe you guys like the same type of movie, you guys grew up in the same neighborhood, you guys like the same type of food, the same type of cuisine, the same type of music. So make sure as you're asking her very important questions, you are also filling the gap. Maybe you guys are even in the same field career-wise, okay? So maybe she'll be excited to know that, you're in the career path that she loves or fancies or wishes she was in also. So make sure that as you're asking her those important questions, you're also telling her a little bit about yourself. Now, Don't get carried away and talk too much about yourself and make her start feeling small or make her start feeling invisible, like you just came here to rant or brag about yourself. So make sure you tell her a little bit about yourself, but still stay mysterious. Don't give out everything, okay? Make her want to have a second date with you because you're so interesting and she wants to know more. But don't talk too much and take over the conversation where she's trying to get a word into the conversation and you're just talking and talking about your bullion van, about your container on the sea, about your private jet, about how when you were a kid, your father took you all over the world, about how you run 5 companies, you have 50 staff, and how your cashier did this, your HR did this, you fired this person, you fired. Come on, guy. Calm down. You have 5 houses. You could just tell her, oh, yeah, I actually am into real estate and I own 5 houses. What do you think about real estate? Have you ever tried to go into real estate? And let her talk, okay? Let her talk. Don't talk about yourself and forget that you are on a date where you're trying to get to know a woman. Now, this one I guarantee you, you've not heard it anywhere. Okay, look for her topic of interest. Oh yeah, my mic is still on. Look for her topic of interest. Now, why I say this is because there are a lot of women that they're not really smart in every field except the field they are in. Okay, they are only really smart in the field that they are currently in. Okay, so look for that topic that will lighten her mood once she talks about it. Okay, so you're on a date with someone like me. I love to talk about relationships. I like to talk about sexual life and all of that. I like to, try to know what makes your relationship better and, red flags and all of that. So if you are going to go on a date with someone like me and you're asking me about real estate and architecture and, maybe politics, I kind of like politics somehow, but don't really know much about it. So maybe you're talking about all these other things, tech, for instance. I know nothing about tech, sorry. But like, I will not be comfortable because I'm not really that exposed in those fields. I mean, I will want to learn a thing or two, but I will not lighten up. I will not be charged to talk on those topics. But when immediately you bring up a topic about relationship, I will lighten up like wildfire. Like I will come alive and I will talk and talk and I will be so happy that you brought up this conversation because that is my topic of interest. So while you're having a conversation with the woman, you try to know those topics that she spoke a lot about and ask her questions towards that topics because she will have so much to talk about. She will feel that she's smart because she knows more in this particular subject. And women like to feel like they are smart. So make her comfortable enough to talk about the things that she's comfortable talking about. Don't bring up topics that she knows nothing about, making her feel like she's dumb and stupid. Okay, so look for her topic of interest and hit on it and let her talk and express herself. That way also you get to know her better and you will also enjoy that date because she's kind of also teaching you something that she enjoys doing. And like I said, also tell her something about yourself and also those topics that she's not very conversant with. You can also give her a little knowledge because everybody wants to learn, especially a woman of high value who want to learn something from what she knows nothing about. Be authentic, be real, don't fake it. On the first date, don't face it. On the second date, your whole life, be authentic. It's one of the traits of a very high value man. And I have a video coming up soon, which is going to be 5 traits of a high value man. I'm going to talk about this authenticity more in that video. So you need to watch out for that video. Okay, that video will be dropping this week. Make sure you don't miss it. 5 signs that you are you are an amazing man. So make sure you don't miss out on that video. So be authentic in yourself, in everything you do. Don't lie. Don't try to, Nigerians will say buga. Don't try to buga. Don't try to brag. Don't try to be who you are not. Okay, be authentic. Be you. Do you. Say what you have to say. But don't make it look like you're boastful or bragging or trying to intimidate her or something, or you're trying to play games and all of that. Be authentic, be original, be you. Don't fake it. Don't try to be anybody else. And my last point that I need you guys to pay attention to is listen. Okay, in summary, everything I've talked about, everything I've said today, the most important part is listen. Listen. When you're on a date with a woman, pay attention to what she's saying, pay attention to her body language, pay attention to her actions. Try to read her body language. Try to know if the conversation is going smoothly or if she's getting uncomfortable, because you could bring up a particular topic and she could get uncomfortable with it. Listen to her body language, listen to her words, listen to what she's saying. She's trying to tell you, I need to go. Listen and let her go. Don't try to ever force anything. And also, when you listen, when you're having a conversation with a woman, you pick out points that will bring up more topics that you can actually talk about. Okay, so when you pay attention to when she's talking about something, you could start bringing out points from what she's talking about, and you ask her, oh, you said this. Does it mean that this happened when this happened? You have to listen. It makes the woman feel that you are also in the mood. It will help you bring out more lines that will lead to more topics, and that will automatically lead to more conversation. That's the secret to keeping a conversation going when you're talking to a woman. So listen, pay attention, know when to stop, know when to ask the right questions, know when to quit, and call it a day. Just listen to her body language. Know if she's enjoying the moment, or if she's just how do I say it, if she's just managing you. Okay, if she's just pretending. Listen to save you a lot of time, to save you embarrassment, if you listen and pay attention when you're having a conversation with a woman. So that's the end of the video for today on how to keep a conversation going with a girl. I hope you found it educative as well as entertaining. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, my Instagram DM is always open for all of your questions and inquiries. And don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, because we are building that channel, and I am so grateful so far for the growth that I am seeing. Until next time, check out my other videos, especially the videos I will be dropping the link at the end of this video. So until next time, keep being champs, stay being amazing, and bye for now. Mwah.